The message arrived at 2:27 a.m. A single sentence, no greeting, no name, just, "You should know what she's been doing behind your back." I stared at the glowing screen, my heartbeat crawling into my throat. Not racing, no. It moved slower, heavier, like something inside me already understood but refused to say it out loud. My wife slept beside me, curled toward the edge of the bed, facing away, as always. Her breaths were steady, peaceful, too peaceful for someone carrying the weight I suddenly sensed in the dark. I watched her for a long moment. Her face softened in sleep, innocent in a way that felt manufactured, like a mask she put on when the lights were off. My thumb hovered over the message. I should have deleted it, pretended it never arrived, pretended the shift I'd felt for months wasn't real. But something inside me clicked, quietly, like a lock opening. I typed back 2 words, "Show me." Minutes later, another message arrived, a picture this time, blurry but unmistakable. Her silhouette, her laugh, her hands, touching someone who wasn't me. My chest didn't explode. It didn't even tighten, just hollowed, as if emotion had been vacuumed out before it could even form. I sat up, slowly, careful not to wake her, and in the darkness, I whispered to myself, "So, it's finally time." Morning brought no clarity, only confirmation. She moved differently now, nervous, overly attentive in small, calculated ways. Coffee already made, my favorite shirt ironed, a kiss on my cheek that didn't land quite right. People lie with confidence. It's the truth that trembles. And she trembled a lot. Her best friend, Mira, came by unexpectedly, too suddenly, too early. They whispered in the kitchen, voices' sharp edges softened behind closed doors. But I heard enough, panicked breaths, quick explanations, the hiss of fear disguised as concern. "She thinks you're acting distant," Mira said later, forcing a smile. I simply nodded. What should I have said? That I saw the picture? That my stomach had turned numb? That the person in the photo wasn't a stranger? It was Mira's husband. The pieces slid together neatly, painfully, like a blade fitting back into its sheath. Their shared glances over the past months, the jokes that seemed too private, the comfort that felt too familiar. I had seen it all. I just hadn't admitted it. Denial isn't blindness, it's self-preservation. But something had cracked in the night, and the crack was widening. I started quietly, not accusations, not demands, just observation. I checked her phone when she showered, deleted messages, renamed contacts, an archive full of hidden conversations. I checked bank statements, small transfers to a private payment app, receipts for places she never told me she visited. Then I checked the security camera she forgot I installed in the entryway. The footage was plain, routine, harmless, until it wasn't. A day I had been out of town, she returned home at 4 p.m. At 4:07, Mira's husband entered behind her. A fast glance around, an easy familiarity, a hand on her waist. I watched the video 4 times. Not because I needed confirmation, but because clarity requires repetition. The truth feels less like an explosion and more like a slow, clean cut. I didn't confront her. Instead, I began preparing. I visited a lawyer, quietly, efficiently, signed documents, collected proof. Then I waited, not out of hesitation, but precision. People reveal themselves when they think they're safe, and she believed she was safe. She kissed me more, smiled more, asked how work was. Guilt makes people generous. Mira visited often now, too often. Her eyes darted around whenever she saw me. She looked like someone carrying a secret too heavy for her spine. One evening, as they cooked together, I heard Mira whisper, "He's going to find out." My wife froze. Silence cut the air open. Mira added, voice trembling, "You have to end it before everything destroys you." I closed my laptop quietly. Everything was already destroyed. They just didn't know it yet. The final proof arrived on a Thursday. A folder, a set of printed messages, screenshots, dates, times, locations, security footage stills. Everything neat, undeniable, unpleasantly tidy. I placed the folder on the dining table. She walked in minutes later, smiling, holding takeout she claimed she cooked. Her eyes landed on the folder. Her smile died. "What's this?" I didn't answer. I didn't need to. She opened it with shaking hands, her face drained color by the second. One page, another, a photo, a message thread, and then the security still, her entering the house, Mira's husband behind her. Her lips parted, a gasp, a stammer, my name, broken into fragments. I watched it all without blinking. When she finally looked at me, she was already collapsing internally. "I can explain," she whispered. I nodded once. "Go on." But we both knew she couldn't. Her mouth moved, but no sound came out. Only guilt. Only the crushing realization of being caught without escape. I stood, calm, collected, and placed the signed divorce papers in front of her. Her hand flew to her mouth as if she could hold the destruction inside. She couldn't. Mira arrived 10 minutes later, panting, frantic, confused. My wife had called her. Of course she had. Mira's eyes widened when she saw the papers. Then the folder. She turned to me immediately. "You can't do this. Please. She loves you. She loves you so much." I held her gaze, steady, unblinking, cold. "She actually loves your husband even more," I said. The sentence hit the room like a gunshot. Mira staggered backward. Her face cracked open with disbelief, then horror. My wife choked on a sob. Her knees buckled. Both women broke at once. And I felt nothing. No triumph, no relief, just a steady clarity, sharp and exact. I picked up the folder and handed it to Mira. "Take this," I said quietly. "It belongs to you as much as it belongs to me." Her hands shook violently as she took it. My wife reached for me. I stepped back. Her fingers grabbed nothing but air. That was my revenge. Not shouting, not insults, just the truth, placed in the right hands at the right time. Precision over chaos, control over emotion, silence over spectacle. I packed a single bag, left the key on the table, didn't look back. Her cries filled the hallway as I walked out. Mira's voice cracked behind her. I didn't pause. Some endings require distance to remain clean. Outside, the air felt colder, sharper, honest. Everything I thought I lost, I realized I never truly had. And everything she thought she hid, I had already uncovered long before tonight. I didn't feel victorious. I didn't feel broken. I just felt done. Completely, irrevocably done. And as I closed the car door, the final thought settled in my mind with perfect clarity. Sometimes, the cleanest revenge is simply walking away without letting them follow.